The day begins in Bangalore, still wrapped up in the quiet mist of dawn. The streets breathe slowly as if the city is stretching awake. One last look at the skyline before the concrete fades into a ribbon of road leading south towards the wild. The city's edges blur into the open stretches of Kanakapura Road. The chaos dissolves into the gentle rhythm of countryside life. Tea stalls steaming in the cool air, farmers walking with tools over their shoulders and faint scent of wet earth lingering from the night's rain. Villages pass like quiet whispers, each telling its own story. Temple bells ringing, children laughing on their way to school, marigold garlands bright amongst the morning. The hills rise gently, guarding the road ahead. Each bend feels like a promise, a hidden valley, a sudden bloom, or a troop of monkeys watching from the guardrails. And then the road offers us a gift. A sunflower garden stretching wide under the morning light. Thousands of golden flakes turning to the sun, swaying together in the breeze. Here time slows, no rush, only yellow, green and endless blue above. By evening, the road rests. Our stay welcomes us with still water reflecting the fire of the sunset. The cool embrace of the pool washes away the day's dust, each ripple carrying the road's miles away. The night falls. And with it, a world unseen during the day. Every rustle feels like a secret. And then they appear. A mother and her little ones. Pausing to cross. We wait. They move the quiet grace of the forest's old guardians, vanishing into the shadows like a story half told. The roads we walked, the views we captured, and the moments we lived, they all feel like scattered pages of an unfinished tale. And somewhere deep inside, a sense of curiosity lingers. What will Bandipur reveal tomorrow? For now, it's time to rest, to close our eyes and let the day settle quietly in memory. Because tomorrow, a new chapter begins. Bandipur awaits with its wild heart, its mystery, and its promise of wonder. Till then, good night to the hills, good night to the whispers of the forest, and good night to this unfinished story that will continue when the sun rises again. Dawn returns, painting the forest gold. The morning night begins. The hum of the engine blending with the bird calls, every turn opening a new page in the jungle's book. Visitors are strictly advised not to stop vehicles inside the forest area of Bandipur. All wildlife sightings should be enjoyed only from the road while remaining inside your vehicle. Entry or feeding animals off-road is prohibited and punishable by law. Please respect the forest rules and help protect the wildlife. The forest begins to wake up for its own secret celebration. It's not a party we are invited to, but if you listen closely, you will feel it. The elephants march in loyal guests, slow and grand. The deer twill through the meadows, their antlers catching the evening light like disco balls of nature. A flash of rust in the grass. A mongoose, quick and nimble, playing its game between sunbeams. Then a burst of royal blue and emerald. A peacock striding through the clearing, its feathers catching fire in the sun. One deer stands alone, eyes wide, ears alert, the forest quiet sentinel. And then the meadow breathes. A herd, dozens of deer grazing, moving into perfect unison. Fawns sleep and play, elders stand guard, and the morning light crowns them in gold. For 5 whole minutes, time bows to their quiet reign. From the city's restless hum to the ancient heartbeat of the wild, the journey was never just about the destination. It was about the moments that made us stop, listen, and remember that the forest is always watching and sometimes it lets us in. And then the air changed. The forest, moments ago alive with the calls of deer, fell into a strange silence. Only the sound of leaves shifting, slow, deliberate, like the jungle itself was breathing. The grass ahead moved, not with the wind, but with intent. Through the shadows, a shape emerged, golden fire marked with black rosettes. A leopard. Its muscle rippled beneath its skin, every step a whisper against the earth. It moved with patience, only with a wild nose. Each pause, glance, measuring the world around it. We followed quietly, hearts racing. For minutes, it stayed in the cover of the bushes, always just enough inside to remind us of its presence and its power. The forest seemed to bend around, giving way as it passed. High above the ground, away from scavengers, they feast in solitude, a skill that ensures their survival in the forest, shared with tigers and wild dogs. Unlike the tiger, which often climbs a large territory, the leopards can thrive in smaller ranges, slipping between human settlements and wild spaces. They are opportunists, feeding on anything from deer to monkeys and even birds, making them one of the most adaptable predators in the world. But perhaps their greatest quality is patience. A leopard will wait for hours, even in the harsh midday heat, for the perfect moment to strike. Unlike the lion's roar or the tiger's dominance, the leopard's power lies in invisibility. It's the ghost of the jungle, a predator that can be everywhere and yet nowhere. Bandipur's leopards are masters of adaptation. They hunt in the cover of darkness, but are equally at home in daylight. Then, as if the morning had more secrets to reveal, another appeared. 2 of them, moving together yet apart. One slightly ahead, the other guarding its distance, both cloaked in the trap-blind lights of the trees. Each stayed on the edges of the road, the line between our world and theirs. And then, without a sound, the first stepped into open. For a moment, our eyes met, predator and visitor. Before it slipped back into the green, the second followed, its tail curling like a final signature in the air. And just like that, they were gone. The silence returned. But it wasn't the same. We knew now what it was holding. The untold stories of the wild, hidden just beyond the trees. The road carried us deeper, winding like a ribbon through the heart of Bandipur. Here, the forest isn't just a place. It's an experience that surrounds you completely. Tall teak and bamboo arch overhead, their leaves whispering in the soft wind. Shafts of sunlight pierce through the canopy, turning the air golden in shifting patterns. Every turn reveals a new frame, a patch of wildflowers splashing color against the green, a sudden clearing where the hills stand like silent sentinels, or a fallen tree lying across the forest floor, slowly returning to the earth. The air here is heavy with life, damp with scent of moss, wild blooms, and faint musk of unseen animals. Bird calls echo from the treetops, each note blending into a melody the forest has been composing for centuries. Sometimes the road runs close to a stream, its water glistening under the dappled light, and for a moment you forget that the world beyond these trees. It's peaceful here, not because it is silent, but because every sound belongs. The rustle of leaves, the hum of cicadas, the occasional crack of a branch, they were together into the forest's own language. As the wheels roll on, you begin to understand. Bandipur is not a place you simply pass through. It's a living, breathing entity that you share the road with, if only for a while. Their antlers catching the evening light like disco balls of nature. The peacocks spread their colorful feathers, showing off like dancers under spotlight. The langurs chatter from treetops, probably the forest DJs playing the rhythm of rustling leaves and cicada beats. The road curved deeper into Bandipur, and the trees began to open. Through the green, a shimmer appeared, the soft glint of water under the morning sun. Along the banks, life had gathered. A group of deer stood at the water's edge, their reflections rippling with every sip. Fawns stayed close to their mothers, taking tentative steps towards the water, their small legs trembling with excitement and caution. A stag, tall and alert, stood, watch a few steps away. The forest wind carried the scent of wet earth and blooming flowers. In their calm, you could feel the deep heartbeat of the forest itself. And just like that, they began to move away, disappearing one by one into the curtain of trees. The lake returned to its stillness, holding the memory of their visit in its quiet ripples. And then the forest road opened into a landmark, the gateway to another wild kingdom. The Mudumalai entry gate stood ahead, framed by tall trees and the hum of the jungle around it. It's more than a border between two reserves, it's a passage between worlds, from Karnataka's Bandipur into Tamil Nadu's Mudumalai, a continuation of the same ancient forest stitched together by nature, not by lines on a map. Beyond this gate, the wilderness changes its subtle ways. The air feels warmer, the trees lean differently, and the sounds shift. Yet, the same pulse flows throughout all. The call of the wild, uninterrupted and eternal. We pause here, the camera capturing every detail. The carved sign, the road stretching beyond, the distant silhouettes of hills waiting for us. Part 1 of our journey closes here, and part 2 is ready to begin.